Morning, boys. We will continue the sum number 3 of exercise number 8.1. This is exercise number 8.1. So this is tabular column. Yesterday we learnt about the Q1, but I will write again how to find Q1. This is continuous data. For continuous data, you have to find quartile 1, that is n by 4, 120 by 4, which will give you how much? 30. So to find quartile 1, you have to find out n by 4. Clear? So now Q1 is equal to L plus n by 4 minus PCF, that is previous cumulative frequency by frequency, into C. So 30, where will come 30? It will falls on the 36. Just you have to replace. I told you already, when the upper limit and the lower limits are same, then you no need to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. L stands for lower limit. This L stands for lower limit. You can use small letter L also, doesn't matter. So when the limits, that upper limit of the previous model class, this is called model class. How do you find out model class? By seeing that n by 4, 30. 30 is falls on 36 under the cumulative frequency. Just you have to find the model class with the help of the 30 and the cumulative frequency. Circle it, and this is called lower limit, this is called upper limit. When the lower limit of the model class and the upper limit of the previous the model class, previous class of the given model class are same, then you have to write L is equal to 40 as it is. Clear? Suppose if it is 39, for example, if it is 39, now the data are different. Here you have to subtract 40 minus 0.5. You subtract 0.5 from the lower limit. You can write L is equal to 40, that is 39.5. When you subtract 40 minus 0.5, you will get 39.5. You have to subtract only when that upper limit of the previous model class is not equal to the lower limit of the model class. Here it is same, therefore no need to subtract 0.5 from the lower limit in the model class. So I can write as it is. Now n by 4, we found already 30. What is the previous cumulative frequency of the model class? 15. What is the corresponding frequency? 21. So what is class size? See the difference between 40 to 50, how much? 10. Just you simplify. I will write down the answer straight away, that is 47.14. 47.14. This is your answer. Just you have to apply a calculator, solve, simplify by using the calculator, you will get answer. Similarly, you can find Q3. L plus Q3 means you have to multiply this by what? 3n by 4 minus PCF by frequency into C. That is 3n by 4. What is 3n by 4? n by 4 is 30. Therefore, it becomes 3 into 30, 90. n by 4 we found already 30. So 3 into 3 into 30, 90. So lower, where will come 90? 90 will falls on this. This is the model class for Q3. So corresponding the lower limit 60. This is 90 minus 79 by the corresponding frequency is 2 into 10. So this you did already. This you know already in that lower classes. I think in 9th standard you are finding the name of median. The same concept will go for Q3 and Q1 even for decile and percent. I will write straight away the answer 63.44. Clear? Next, after find out Q1, Q3, you are asked to find out what is this? 7th decile, 5th decile, 16th percentile, 7th decile. Decile means you have to replace this 4 by what? 10. If it is percentile, you have to replace this 4 by how much? 100. That's the difference. There is no changes in the formula. Only you have to change the formula. In the place of n by 4, n by 10 or n by 100 depends upon the question. Clear? So there won't be any changes of the remaining part of the formulas. Now you can see that percentiles. Please don't simply copy. You should solve by calculate by using your calculator. First you have to subtract, divide, multiply, then add. Sometimes you may have negative answer also in this side, but you will never get negative answer for quartile Q1, Q3, P1, the percentile and the deciles. Clear? So this is the method to find quartiles. Next you have to find out decile, that is 7th. Decile means you can take T7. So L plus 7n. Decile means what? 10 by 10 minus previous cumulative frequency by frequency into C. So this is the formula, isn't it? Same, only this get changed. Remaining there won't be any changes. You can use capital letter L also, doesn't matter. Now first you have to find out 7n by 10. 7 into n is 120 by 10. So cancel, you will get 12. That is 7 12s are how much? 84. So where will come 84? 84 will comes again in the same model class. Clear? So D7. What is our lower limit? 60 plus 84 minus the previous data is 79 by frequency is 32 because 84. 12 sevens are 84. So 84 comes under this model class. So 32 into 10. So simplify, you will get answer D7 as 61.56. I am right straight away that answer because we don't know our calculators. I worked out everything in the paper. I am writing only the answer. Clear? So you have to check with the help of your calculator. Now decile 5. D5 L plus 5n by 10 minus previous cumulative frequency by corresponding frequency into C. So again you have to find out 5n by 10. So n by 10 is 12, 12 sevens are 12 5s are 60. Clear? So is equal to 60 will comes under what is the modular class? 60 will comes in 79. So corresponding lower limit is 50 plus 60 minus what is the previous cumulative frequency? 36 by frequency is 43 into 10. So simplify, you will get what will be the answer for D5? 55.58. Just you have to simplify, you will get answer. Clear? Very simple. Only it will take more time because of calculations part. Otherwise it will be very easy. So easy to memorize the formula as well as the calculation because you are allowed to use calculator. So doesn't matter about the calculations part. Just you have to memorize and you have to ensure that how to circulate. Depends upon this value under the cumulative frequency you find model class. Corresponding lower limit in the model class is L and the frequency is F. The difference between the class that is upper limit and the lower limit is called C. 30 minus 20, 10. So you have to check the interval, that is class size. C stands for class size. How do you find out class size? By subtracting the upper limit and the lower limit. Clear? So likewise you have to find now percentiles. This exercise involve more calculations. Clear? So therefore, you please work it out at home. Now percentile 60, P60 you have to find out. So how do you find out P60? What is mean by percentile? That is 60n by 100. Clear? So percentile denominator 100. 60 I need, so 60n. So 60 into 120 by 100. 0 0 get cancelled. 12 6 are how much? 12 6 are 72. So now you have to find out where will come 72, the same one. This is the model class. This 72 comes in which model class? From 50 to 60. So again you have to write formula, same formula, that is P60 is equal to L plus 60n by 100 minus previous cumulative frequency by frequency into C. So what is our lower limit? 50 plus 60n by 100 is 72. The previous cumulative frequency is 36 by frequency 43 into 10. Clear? So this is B 60. So just you have to simplify, you will get 58.37. Boys, don't copy, you simplify and check whether it is correct or wrong. Clear? The next one, sum number 4. Sum number 4 is little calculation. You must know how to find the logarithms. So if you don't know how to find logarithm, then it will be very difficult. So you must learn how to find logarithms. Before I started to work out the problems, I will teach how to find out logarithm. So everybody knows there will be logarithms table, or in the last page of the textbook we have logarithm, anti-logarithm. Clear? So to find logarithm, for example 20, how do you find out value for log 20? Very simple. You should find out whether how many digits are there in integral part. What is mean by integral part? 50.732. This is called integral part, and this one is called a decimal part. So first you have to find out number of digit in the integral part if it is in the decimal format. Here there is no decimal, which means what is the decimal point will be there after the number. That should be understood. Clear? So now you have to see how many digits are there in that integral part. 2 digits. So number of digit minus 1 is called characteristics. First you have to find characteristics, that is number of digit minus 1. Here number of digit is 2. 2 minus 1, 1. So 1 point. Then how do you see this one logarithm? To find logarithm, you must have maximum how many digit? 4 digit. 15.625. But here totally how many digits are there, including the integral part? 5 digit. But for 5 digit, there we cannot find logarithm. If it is given the 5 digit, including the integral part as well as the decimal one, you please change into 4 digit. When the fifth digit is 4, 5 or more than 5, please add 1 to this. Now I convert this 5 digit number into what? 4 digit number. 15.623. 5 digit, but see the fifth digit less than 5. Therefore, you just leave that number, write the remaining 4 digit number as it is. Clear? So overall, including the integral and decimal, you must have how many digit? 4 digit, maximum 4 digit. If it is comes like 5 digit, you should take, you can check whether the fifth digit of the number is 5 or more than 5, add 1 to the previous digit and make it into 4 digit, which is comfortable to find logarithm. So how to find out logarithm? You have to see only the integral part, don't see the decimal part. You have to see the integral part. When the integral part consisting 2 digit, find number of digit in the integral part and number of digit minus 1. Here the number of digit is how much? 2. 2 minus 1, 1. So 1 point. Here also how many digits are there in the integral part? 2. Therefore 2 minus 1, 1 point. Sir, if it is given only 5.632, how do you see? Doesn't matter how many digits are there. Only 1 digit. So 1 minus 1 is what? 0. 0 point. So no digits are there. 0.5632. No digit. But what is that? Number of digit minus 1. So minus 1. But in logarithm, you should not write minus 1. You have to write 1 bar. Clear? So if it is 0 minus 1, you have to write 1 bar. Don't write minus 1. In logarithm, 1 bar stands for minus 1. Here if you have one more 0, so 0.0562, how do you do that? Here 1, there 1. So 0 minus 2, that is 2 bar. Clear? So in such a way you have to take the characteristics. Clear? This is the basic concept. Number of digit in integral part minus 1. Number of digit here is nothing, so 0 minus 1, 1. Here we have number of digit is, see 0, again we have 0. So 2 zeros are there, therefore you have to write 2 bar. So based on this concept, we will see some problems how to find logarithm. So for example, I take 20, there is no decimal, doesn't matter, 20, I take characteristics as 1 point because number of digits 2, 2 minus 1, 1, then point, you keep first point, 20, you see the last page of your book, the logarithm and anti-logarithm. So logarithm is given here. Here there will be blue shade, first column and first row, the remaining will be the different colors, doesn't matter. You can see that integral part, first 2 digit, whether it is including the decimal or whatever it is, first 2 digit, forget about the decimal point. Clear? Once you know the characteristics, then you forget about the whatever it is given, just you have to take 2 digit. Under the 2 digit, what is given here? 20. So you have to see 20, it will given 2.0, doesn't matter, that you consider as what? 20. Clear? It will given 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, which means that is 12. Doesn't matter about the point. So 20, do you have any digit? Third digit? No. Third digit should be, see, first 2 digit, the first column, third digit in the logarithm, you have to see from 0 to 9, that is called Mann-Star, and the last one, fourth digit you have to see under the mean difference. Clear? First 2 digit, first column, if it is third digit, if there is third digit in the logarithm part, you have to see from 0 to 9, that is called Mann-Star, and if it is fourth digit, you have to see the fourth digit under the mean difference. Here 20, no digits are given, so you have to see 20 under 0. What will come 20 under 0? That is 2.0 is called 20. Clear? So 20 under 0 is 3010. So like for example 31.52. Here number of digit is 2. So 2 minus 1, 1 point. Now you can see 31 means you have to first 2 digit always first column. When the first column 31 will be not there, it will be given 3.1, but it doesn't matter about the point. 3.1 you can consider 31. So 31 under 5. So where will come 31? 31 under 5, it is 0.31 under 5. 31 under 5, 0.4983. 4983. So third digit you have to see the numbers from 0 to 9. First 2 digit, first column. Third digit from 0 to 9. Then fourth digit you have to see the mean difference. Clear? The last from 1 to 9. So 31 under 5, I got this answer. Then fourth digit you have to see in the mean difference. 31 under 5, I got answer. Third digit you have to see from 0 to 9, that is called Mann-Star, and if it is fourth digit you have to see under the mean difference. 31 under 2, 31 under 2, it is given 3, so just you have to add 0.4986. Boys, you have to take your logarithm page and check how to find out. Clear? The likewise 1.12. Number of digit is 1. So 1 minus 1 is how much? 0, 0 point. Now 11 under, only third digit is there. So no need to go for mean difference because fourth digit is not given. So you can see 11 under 2. So what is 11 under 2? 0.0, already 0, so 0.492. So 1.1, that is 11 under 2. First 2 digit, including the first 2 digit, always first column. Third digit is from 0 to 9. If it is fourth digit, see the mean difference. This is the method to find logarithm. So based on this concept, we will see most of the problems based on this logarithm's value. Clear? So you must know how to find logarithms. Now we will see some problems based on the logarithm. So this is the method to find logarithm. Now sum number 4. Calculate GM. GM means geometrical mean. Geometrical mean is dealt with the logarithm. Arithmetic mean, logarithm is not necessary. Harmonic mean, log is not necessary. Logarithm is only for what? Geometric mean. So geometric mean, find geometric mean, something is given weight and frequency. So weight is taken as x, frequency under x 130, 135, 130, 135, 140, 140, 5, then 146, then 148, 149, 150, 157, 130, 135, 140, 145, 146, 148, 49, 50, 57. Under the frequency is given 3466, 352, 35211. Now you have to find out log x. What is the formula to find geometric mean formula? There are the formula with raw data, that is formula you have to write GM, that is anti-log of anti-log of summation log x by n. This is for ungrouped data. For this type of model, anti-log summation f into log x u by summation f. This is for grouped data. This formula is suitable for even continuous data also. Clear? So summation f into log x if it is given frequency. When the frequency is not given for ungrouped data, you have to directly use this formula. Clear? So this is the formula to find GM. Only two formulas. The second formula is suitable for this type of model as well as the continuous data. For continuous data as well as this grouped data, you please use the second formula. If it is given only ungrouped data, you can use the first formula. Now you can start to work out that log x. I will write down the log x value for log 130. How many digits are there? 3. Number of digits is 3 in integral part. Number of digit minus 1, that is 2 point. Under 13, first 2 digit you have to see the first column, third digit you have to see from 0 to 9. Just now I said. So you have to check, you will get 1139. I write straight away the answer. 2.13 and 2.1461, 2.1614, 2.1644, 2.173, 2.1732, 2.1761, 2.1959. So number of digits 3, 3 minus 1, 2. Then 15 under 7. There is no fourth digit, so no need to see that mean difference. So next one, next column according to formula I need f into log x. So f into log x. So multiply 3 into log, 3 into log, 4 into this value, 6 into 6 into 3 into 5 into 2 into 1 into 1 into. That is f into log x. Multiply the frequency with the log. So you will get answer, that is 6.3417, 8.5212, 12.8766, 12.9684, 6.4932, 10.8515, 4.3464, 2.1761, 2.1959. The total, because I need summation, you have to total it, you will get 66.764. Now you can apply this. What is the total frequency? The total frequency is given 31. You have to add and see, you will get 31. Check. 3 plus 4, 4, 10, 10, 19, 20, 25, 30, 31. So now you have to substitute in this formula. You have to take second formula, don't take first formula. That is Gm is equal to anti-log. A log means what? Anti-logarithm. Summation f log x by summation f. So A log, what is summation f log x? 66.764. Summation f is how much? 31. Just you have to divide, you will get anti-log of 2.1440. Then what is anti-logarithm value? That is 142.560. So the same way how to find out anti-logarithm? Very simple. Take your book and after the logarithm we have anti-logarithm, tabular column. Clear? So to find anti-logarithm, you must see only the decimal values. Don't see the integral part. To find anti-logarithm. To find logarithm you have to see everything. To find anti-logarithm, you please take only the decimal part. Clear? What is the decimal part? 4 digit. Both logarithm and anti-logarithm, you must have maximum how many digit? 4 digit. Here we have 4 digit. That is 1540. First 2 digit, you have to see the first column. It is given 0 point onwards only. So 0.15. So 0.15. First 2 digit, first column. Then third digit, you have to see from 0 to 9. That is called a Manchester. Last digit, fourth digit, you have to see the mean difference. Clear? And as usual, like what you did for logarithm, just you have to 0.15, first column 4. Then third digit should see in the matrix. You have to write down the answer. Then see the mean difference under 0. 0 is not there. If it is other than 0 like 1, 2, just you have to see the mean difference. Add that you have to write over here. Then how to keep the point? What is the number is here? 2. So you have to find logarithm, number of digit minus 1. But in logarithm you have to add 2 minus 1, you are writing 1. Clear? Number of digit minus 1 in logarithm. But here in anti-logarithm, number of digit plus 1. Here 2, so I have to add 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1, 3. So count 3 digit in that anti-logarithm, keep the point, you will get answer. Clear? So this is the way of finding logarithm. If you have any doubt, you please call me over the phone, I will help. Because this is in the YouTube classes, we cannot teach properly how to find logarithm. Clear? So you have to try. Just now I said how to find logarithm and anti-logarithm. If there is any doubt in this anti-logarithm, please call me over the phone. I will teach. Clear? That's all. Problem is gets over. Now we will go to the sum number 5. The sum number 5. This exercise needs more time. Don't think that it will be very easy. So this will exercise need more time. Sum number 5, that is application of GM. So I told you already what is application of geometrical mean? Population growth. Price increased per year per annum. So rate of change, that is in terms of percentage. When any sums carry in terms of percentage, you please apply geometric mean. Don't apply arithmetic mean. You never get exact answer. You will get answer, but that is not accuracy answer one. Therefore, in the case of population growth or business growth, you please can take that geometric mean technique. So now sum number 5. The price commodity increased by 5% from 2004 to 2005, 8% from 2005 to 2006, 77% from 2006 to 2007. So calculate average. So normally average means you are able to find out AM, but that is not correct answer. So if it is average, you have to take the relevant formula. What is the relevant formula to find when the percentage is given? Only formula is geometric mean. So it is 5% is increased. So you have to take X. 5% means don't write 5%. 5% means out of 5, out of 100, 5 should be increased. Therefore you should add 100 plus 5, that is 105. Clear? The next one, how many percentage is increased? 8%. Therefore 8 plus 100, that is 108. This is for 5%. This is for 8%. Next one, it is given 77%. You have to add 100 plus 77, that is 177. This will come under X. Now you have to find out log X. This is ungrouped data, so there is no frequencies given, just you have to find out log. How many digits are there? 3 digit. Number of digit minus 1, that is 2. Number of digit minus 1. Number of digit minus 1. So how to find logarithm? 10 under 5. That answer is 2.0221. 1. The next one 2.0334. You please check by using your logarithm page in the textbook. So sum. What is the total? 6.3024. 6.3024. So what is the formula for ungrouped one? That is A log summation log X by small n. So A log summation log X is how much? 6.3024. What is our n? N is given 3. So just you have to divide this by 3, you will get 2.10, divide 2.1008. Clear? To find anti-logarithm, you please take only the last decimal values. You should take only the decimal part to find anti-logarithm. 0.10 under 0, mean difference 8. What will be that answer? Answer is given 126. It will come 12614. 126.124. Clear? So you find 10 under 08. You will see now. I will teach how to find out that anti-logarithm for this one. Take the last, that anti-logarithm. 10 under 0, that is 0.10. Where will come 0.10? See, 0.10 under 0. 0.10 under 0 is given 1259. So just remove the point, then under 8. 0.10 under 8. What under 8? 2. Just use add 11, 6, 2, 1. Clear? So you can write 1261. But what is the integral part? 2. You have to add. 2 plus 1 is how much? 3. So you have to count 3 digits from here. 1, 2, 3. So answer is 126.1. Clear? If you use logarithm, you will get extra 2 more digits. But that is nothing wrong. You will get same answer. Clear? So how to find anti-logarithm? 10 under 0, 12, 5, 9. Then mean difference 8 under 8 is 2. So just add and write. Then how do you keep the point? Here you can see the integral part. Integral part 2. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. So you have to count how many digits from the left side? 1, 2, 3. So you can keep the point after 3 digits. So now what is the increasing percentage? You have to subtract 126.1 minus 100, which will give you 26.1%. So increase, overall increase in this process is 26.1%. So we will see the remaining problems in the next class. boys, it will take more time. Do the calculations part in this exercise and also 9th exercise are more. You please use calculator. Without calculator or without knowing the knowledge how to find logarithm, then these two exercises are very difficult, which means you lose 20 marks. Clear? Those are very weak in mathematics. You please calculate, work out the problems based on the calculator. You will get pass mark. Clear? We will see the remaining problems in the same exercise next class. Thank you, boys.